Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Rita's Book Club. On this episode, I'm talking about The Spanish Love Deception by Elena Armas. I found this book on Instagram. Again, a lot of the people I follow read this one, and I was just so curious to read it with the amazing promise of an enemies to lovers, fake dating, romantic comedy. Right up my alley. This book is all about Catalina and how she's finally not single. Or at least that's what she told her family, that she would bring her American boyfriend to her sister's wedding in Spain. The problem is that Catalina doesn't really have a boyfriend, and 4 weeks isn't really a lot of time to find someone willing to cross the Atlantic from New York to Spain for a wedding. In enter Aaron Blackford, the man whose main occupation was making her blood boil, and that just offered himself to be her date. Until the last possible moment, Catalina never entertained the idea because it was ridiculous that Grumpy Aaron would ever want to meet her family and pretend to be her boyfriend for 3 days. After striking a deal beneficial for both of them, they start what Catalina called the Spanish love deception. And maybe she will find along the way that Aaron isn't really the man she thought he was. Maybe he's the perfect guy for her. This was such a slow burn story. It was delicious to read it and so damn sexy. It was honestly a surprise to me how obsessed I became with Catalina and Aaron's story. The sexual tension between them was so powerful, but I had a soft spot for all their teamwork, both at work and dealing with Lena's family in Spain. They were very different from each other in terms of personalities. Aaron was a bit grumpy and not very friendly, at least not to those he didn't want to. And Catalina was just a ball of sunshine and talked a lot. She had that Latina blood that's very refreshing. But mainly what got me into the story was how both of them got to know each other and see themselves in a different light. The way Aaron was deeply protective of Lena and helped her in any way he could, even if it was behind the scenes, and the way Lena brought him out of his shell and made him smile, and even to her warm heart and the tendency to help everyone around her. It was just so nice to see them start as a bit of enemies, at least in Lena's world, to become friends who fake date for a wedding, and finally two lovers who can't live without the other. As I said before, it was a very slow burn story, and the sexual tension between them was very palpable, but so many moments were hilarious too. I really loved not only some of the interactions between them, for example at the airport, the way they interacted with each other on the airplane, when Lena was describing her family to him, like all fake dating stories need, but also to other moments with Rosie, Lena's best friend, or even with Lena's family in Spain. I will never forget Abuelita trying to steal Aaron away from Lena. I also have to mention the sexism the author introduced in the story, not only with Lena's situation with her ex-boyfriend who was in a position of power over her and didn't protect her when he needed to, but also her co-worker in New York that was so damn awful to her and very sexist. And we got a glimpse into what a lot of women in corporate positions have to deal with in a work environment. All in all, it was a very funny and romantic story. I just love these cute books that also show us a different side of people. Also, a big thank you to Álvaro de Luna for giving me the perfect soundtrack for reading this book, Juramento Eterna de Sal. As always, if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me on Instagram at Rita's Book Club for more content. Thanks for watching and see you next week. Happy readings!